Hey guys, Mr. Quinn here again. Thought I'd go with orange this time. Now I just showed you a video about how to add decimals without a calculator. Now we're going to talk about a similar style of problem, except this time we're going to do some subtraction, but I know you guys can do it. So I'm going to use the same process that I used before. The first thing I'm going to do, because once again this problem is written horizontally, side to side, so the first thing I have to do is rewrite it. And I'm going to start, and it's really important when I see a subtraction problem that I start with the same order. The number that's on the left needs to be the number that's on the top. So 18.21, saw my decimal place. Once again, that 8 in this case is in the ones place value. I'm going to start here by looking at my decimal point, and that's the first thing that I'm going to write in. Decimal point on top, decimal point on bottom. Then I'm going to fill in the rest. My 9 is in my ones place, so I'm going to keep it there. And then my 6 is going to fill in right alongside of the decimal point. Now just like before, and I'm going to use a different color again, just like before, I can put placeholders. I can put a 0 here, and I can put a 0 here. It's not going to change. This is still 9.6, but it helps me make sure that I'm doing the problem correct. Draw my line across and get that subtraction symbol in. It's really important that we make sure we use the correct symbol so that we're doing the problem correctly. So simple 1 minus 0, that's going to give me 1. 2 minus 6, I can't write 4. I have to borrow. I can't take this smaller number and subtract a larger number. So I'm going to go to my 8, make it a 7, and make my 2 into a 12. It's really important that when we see a smaller number on the top and a bigger number on the bottom that we remember to borrow from our neighbor. 12 minus 6 is 6. 7 minus 9. Same thing, guys. I'm going to have to borrow again. Cross out my 1, make it a 0, and make my 7 into a 17. 17 minus 9, I know you guys know what that is. That's going to be 8. And then my decimal point, remember that penny, just like that cat, fell straight to the ground? My decimal point goes straight to the ground, and I get 8.61 as my final answer. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this in the blank. And that is how we subtract decimals without a calculator.